Hey everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're diving into something that I think many of us wrestle with. Speaking English, not perfectly, but effectively. How often do we feel like we need complex vocabulary or flawless grammar to just get by?
Oh, absolutely, Rada. It's such a common roadblock. We tend to overthink it, believing that if we don't sound like a native speaker, we're not doing it right. But honestly, most daily interactions just need simple, clear English.
Exactly. I mean, I've found that my morning routine, for instance, is a great place to start practicing without any pressure. Just thinking through my day in simple English sets a really positive tone.
That's a brilliant idea, Anil. What does that look like for you? Because I struggle with finding those low-stakes environments to just try.
Well, for me, it's pretty straightforward. I wake up early, which is already a peaceful time, And then I narrate my actions to myself in English. Like, I drink some water. Now I get ready for the day. I brush my teeth. I take a shower. Simple sentences, but they make a difference.
I love that. It's almost like a mental warm-up, and then when you get to breakfast, are you thinking, I want some fruit or I will have tea?
Precisely. And I'm mindful about what I'm eating. Today, I'm having toast. I try not to take too much sugar in my tea. It helps train your brain to think directly in English instead of translating from your native language.
That direct thinking is so key. I try to do something similar when I'm checking my work schedule. I'll think, what do I need to do today? This is an important task, I should finish it first. It really helps me stay organized and relaxed.
It's funny how those small, internal conversations can build confidence. Because then when you actually have to speak to someone, it doesn't feel like such a huge leap. Like when you meet a friend, the "Hi, how are you?" comes so naturally.
Exactly. And those conversations can go anywhere, right? It's good to see you. Then you might talk about your day, work, family, plans. I'm going to the market. I need to buy some vegetables. And then a friend might say, can I come with you? Of course. It's all simple, natural give and take.
Yeah, and the market is another great example of where simple English is super effective. You don't need to be Shakespeare to ask, how much are these apples, or are these fresh?
Or even, can you give me a better price? If you're feeling brave. I think people appreciate clear communication, even if it's not grammatically perfect. And those little phrases like, do you have another variety, are so useful.
I totally agree. It's about getting your point across. And that applies to work too. In a professional setting, we often think we need to sound very formal, but simple, direct questions and statements are often best.
Absolutely. At work, I'm always saying things like, I've completed most of my work, but one task is still left. Or if someone asks about a deadline, I'll finish it tomorrow. No need for complex corporate jargon.
And if you need help, just ask. Can you help me with this? It's polite, clear, and gets the job done. Or, could you explain it again, please, if something isn't clear?
Exactly. In the classroom, it's the same. Teachers use simple English all the time. Please take your seats, open your notebooks, listen carefully. And students can respond just as simply, can you explain this again, or can you give another example?
It's all about practical communication. And the feedback is simple too, right? Very good, your approach is correct. Or, if there's a mistake, please check the final step. It's not intimidating.
Speaking of practical, directions are another everyday scenario where simple English is a lifesaver. Excuse me, can you help me? Where is the railway station? You don't need a thesaurus for that.
And the replies are usually just as simple. Go straight, turn left, it's next to the bank. It's about listening carefully and then remembering to say, thank you very much. Those small expressions make things so smooth.
Phone conversations too. People often get nervous, but it's just, hello, may I speak to Rahul? Are you free now? Can we discuss tomorrow's meeting? Short and clear sentences are always better than long, confusing ones.
Totally. And confirming things like, what time is the meeting? Or ending with, see you tomorrow. No need for elaborate farewells unless you're feeling fancy.
Restaurants are another prime example. I'm hungry, let's order something. What would you like to eat? Could we see the menu, please? It's all very functional.
And when you're ready, I'm ready to order. Or at the end, could you bring the bill, please? These are sentences we use constantly in our daily lives, so practicing them just makes sense.
The key takeaway here is that learning English becomes easier when you actually use it every day. You don't need to start with really difficult words. Focus on common expressions.
like take your time, meaning no hurry, or keep me informed, so useful at work. And sounds good, which is just a perfect short response to almost anything positive.
No problem, I'm not sure. These are such fundamental phrases. When you understand them in context, they stick better than just memorizing a list.
That fear of making mistakes, though, that's what really holds people back. I've felt it. You get nervous, your grammar isn't perfect, and you just freeze up.
Mistakes are absolutely normal, though. We make them in our native languages, too. The goal isn't perfection, it's communication. Break down complicated thoughts into simple sentences. Instead of one long sentence, say, I am tired. I had a busy day. I want to rest. You can combine them later.
That's how fluency truly develops, slowly but surely. And I find thinking in English, like Anil mentioned earlier, to be incredibly helpful. Just describing your surroundings.
Yes, there is a chair near me, my phone is on the table, the window is open. These are super easy, but they retrain your brain. Avoid translating. It's hard at first, but with practice, it gets easier.
And the self-talk thing is great, too. What am I doing? I am reading. Where am I going? I am going to work. You can practice anytime, anywhere, without feeling judged.
It's building those mental pathways. And then, when you talk about common topics like the weather, you have those simple phrases ready. It is very hot today. The weather is pleasant. It may rain in the evening.
Or food. I like Indian food. I don't like very spicy food. I prefer home-cooked food. These are conversations we have every single day.
And health, too. I'm feeling better today. I need some rest. I should drink more water. Simple, useful, and relatable. Giving an opinion is another big one that often makes people nervous.
Yeah, it's easy to say, I agree with you, but how do you disagree politely? I've found I understand your point, but I have a different opinion works really well.
Exactly. Good communication isn't always about agreeing. It's about listening and expressing your thoughts politely, even if they differ. And back to work, simple questions are crucial for updates.
Have you completed the report? Did you receive my email? And then simple replies, yes, I received it this morning, or I will finish the report before lunch. Clarity is key.
And if something is important, please check the data carefully. Or, please keep me informed. These are basic but so effective in professional settings.
Polite requests are fundamental too. Instead of open the window, a simple could you please open the window sounds so much more natural and respectful. Or could you repeat that please?
Yes, if someone's speaking too fast, can you speak a little slower, is perfectly acceptable. And if you need something, could I borrow your pen? It's all about adding those polite words.
And explaining problems, right? My computer is not working properly, or I'm having a small problem. Simple sentences are enough to explain most daily issues.
Then thank you for your help, or it's working now. It's about being clear and concise. The overarching message here is practice, practice, practice.
Even just 15 or 20 minutes a day. Read aloud, listen to English videos, repeat useful sentences, talk about your daily activities. It doesn't have to be a huge commitment.
Focus on communication, not perfection. If you forget a word, explain the idea in another simple way. Like if you can't remember umbrella, you can say, the thing we use when it rains. That's still communication.
Exactly. The goal is to be understood, and confidence that really comes from consistent practice. Remind yourself, I am learning every day, I am improving gradually, I can speak slowly, I can learn from my mistakes.
I don't need perfect English, I need clear English. Those positive affirmations really help silence the inner critic. And short responses are also super important for natural conversation.
Oh, for sure. Of course, why not? Sounds good. That's fine. No problem. I agree. Exactly. Absolutely. Maybe. I hope so. I'm not sure. Let me check. Take your time. Don't worry. Native speakers use these all the time.
They make conversations flow so much more smoothly. And the best way to learn is to use English in real situations. While traveling, shopping, teaching, talking to friends, doing your work.
Describe your actions as you do them. I'm opening my laptop. I'm checking my email. I'm preparing my class. I'm going to the market. This habit genuinely builds fluency over time.
It's like learning any other skill, isn't it? Driving, swimming, you can't just read about it, you need actual practice. You'll speak slowly, you'll make mistakes, and that's completely normal.
If you keep speaking, listening, reading, and repeating every day, your English will naturally improve. The goal should be simple. Speak a little English every day, Learn useful expressions and use them again and again.
With regular practice, that confidence will build. Your vocabulary will grow. And speaking English will feel so much easier. You really can do it.
So let's all try to incorporate a bit more simple English into our daily lives starting today. Thanks for joining us, everyone, and keep practicing.